Hello, hello friends. It's late night crafting here at the Comfy Nest with Grace. Welcome. Hello. Tuesday night, it's October 4th. It is 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I sent out a text a little while ago and told them I would go live to my text BFS and said I would go live at 8. That was literally just a typo. No, live at 9 every Tuesday night. And then just throughout the week, you'll catch me live. Yesterday when I was live, we did the little pumpkins, you guys. We did these paper bag pumpkins. Oh my gosh, they're primitive and they're so darling. And actually, I used the same ribbon here, fabric, that I used on the flower. Oh, you can't see the flowers that I used on the flowers right here. So they really match well. Those flowers, we are doing those inside of the Craft Therapy Club this month. So, hello everybody. Just thought I'd give you a little update. Yesterday, for that video there with the paper pumpkins, turning paper bag into pumpkins, there is a share challenge. So if you want to go watch that, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it, hit the share button, let me know that you shared, and then I'm putting people's names in. I'll randomly choose a few names from everybody who shared to send some napkins to. So there you have it. Hey Don. Hello. Hi Holly, and Brenda's here. Welcome, ladies. There's Maureen. I'm so sorry I goofed up all you text BFFs. I told you the wrong time. Deb Turner was on it. She was like, do you mean 9? I was like, yeah. That's what I meant. Hi, Rita. Good evening. I love it. So sweet. Denise Winton. She sent me pretty happy mail. I'm going to open it. I got it yesterday, I think. Yesterday afternoon from Denise, a crafty chick, it says on the back. I love you. I love it so much. All right, let's open this. First thing we're going to do, I forgot. When I sent out the text, I said, we're going to look through my new Daphne's diary. It's here, just came today. And we're going to do some more of the Creepy Journal. This is part 4 of the Creepy Journal project. I don't always do these series out here on the public page. I do them inside the membership groups. But these series that walk you through step by step how to put the journal together and ideas for decorating the inside of it. But right now we're doing the Creepy Journal, and it is attached to the Creepy Challenge that I gave subscribers. Tomorrow at midnight is your last chance, subscribers, to participate, and a bunch of you submitted your projects today. So what I did was I gave them a bunch of graphics. You're going to see some of them tonight. And I said, just do any project you want with any one of those graphics, any type of project. Share it in the Crafty Chicks Club, and you are eligible to win a $25 Amazon gift card. So that's what's been going on for a couple of weeks in the subscriber hub. And tomorrow's the deadline. So it's coming up pretty quick. So much fun. Okay, let me say, I'm going to grab this feed on my iPad because the comments go back way too fast there. Today, let's see. Today, earlier, I was live with the subscribers. I needed a total junk journaler intervention here in my room because, I just out of control with the stuff. So we spent some time cleaning up today here in my craft space. And what else did we do, ladies? We looked through my new book collection. It was so fun. It was so fun. Really fun to hang out with you guys. Thanks for spreading the love, spreading the blessings, Miss Nancy, and for being a subscriber. Hi, Mary DiCarlo. I see you. My creepy piece is almost done, Maureen says. Yay! She's going to submit it. I'm doing great, Nancy. Joy submitted her creepy challenge, and my copy pages I copied from your creepy journal. You did perfect. It's totally perfect. It totally counts. You still are eligible to win that $25 Amazon gift card. Hey, Sue. I see you guys now. There's Judith. Mary says, I can't wait to see what you're going to do with the creepy journal tonight. I got to use that lady with the cigarette. She is so creepy. She's so creepy. All right, let's open some happy mail. Let's open some happy mail. Should I get you down on the table? Let's see. Let's just, it looks like napkins. I see napkins and other stuff. I'm going to pull it out of here so we don't share Denise's address with everybody online. So let's get the envelope out of the way, and then let me get you down. Let me get you down on the table. I got my mouse there. You see the edge of my computer here. This is so I can see the comments. Jeannie, me too. She said, I love Tuesday nights. All right, this is because my iPad, or my laptop needs a little more juice, and the plug is over here behind me. So it is what it is. We work with what we got. Okay, this is Daphne's diary. We'll look at that in a minute. This is what Denise sent me, so let's peek through that. We'll put Daphne's diary aside for a minute. What? I can't, I know it's, I would say you should open the card first, but I'm too excited to see what she sent me. There's always enough time in our day to do God's will. Ain't that the truth? Your Alabama friend, Denise. Okay, let's see. You will use it all. She said, I've ordered so much stuff and thankful for all you do and teach us. Yes, I try to show you all the different ways you can use your supplies, which is so exciting. It brings so much joy to share it with you. I'm a crafty chick with too much stuff. Aren't we all? Hey, that's what my whole live was about today. Oh, let me get this light on. It might help you. That's what my whole live was about today. Needing an intervention because I had too much stuff in my room. Oh, make something pretty with these things. Ooh, let's see what we got. Well, first, let's look at the napkins. They're right out here, and oh my gosh, how pretty. These are beautiful, Denise. Oh, I love the little bit of plaid on the bottom now with like watercolor, like the colors are very soft and muted. Celebrate. We got the little llama. These are beautiful. A little bit of green on the leaves, but we got yellow, blue, and different shades of pink. Party time. Ooh, and that one's foiled. Fancy pantsy. These are beautiful. Very, these, oh my gosh, look at this one is very, like, makes me think of like Thanksgiving and the Pilgrims. Gosh, is that pretty? I love that one. The colors are just so traditionally Thanksgiving, right? Like traditional Thanksgiving. Let's see, we were at this one. Ooh, the crow with the bottle. And this one's a big one. And the spider in the corner. It's different on one side than it is on the other. So let's open it and see. Is it 2 or 4 different panels? Let's see. They're just opposite each other with the spider being here and here. But then the graphics, these 2 graphics are the same. Interesting. I haven't seen a napkin quite designed like that before. Very cool. I love the black and white. Maybe even this could go in our journal tonight. I'm going to put this on top of my creepy journal stack. Oh, wait. Was there something else underneath there? No? Oh, that was it. Awesome. Those are beautiful. Look at these. Popcorn bags. Denise, where did you ever find these? There's a few of them. What a treasure this is. Oh my gosh, do you remember getting popcorn at the carnival or like the school carnival or whatever in those bags? Those are fabulous. They're so vintage. Christina bought more napkins today. Christina, in one drawer, out the other. Out one drawer and in back in the drawer with more stuff. I love it. Hey, listen, the thing is though, the crow is very cool. I agree, Anne. If you are using your stuff, there's nothing to worry about, dear. Or if you're sharing it, nothing to worry about. Okay. This is beautiful. All right, we've got some like brown tags, like paper craft tags, but then there are some of those clear floral stickers. Oh, geez. There we go. There you can see them. They're really beautiful. Those will make some fun tags. Oh, and then of course the Tim Holtz people. I love the Tim Holtz peoples. I love me the peoples. I love using them on my tags. Oh, and she gave me some good ones here. This girl is hilarious. She's one of the first ones I ever used because I think she's so fun. Yay! Oh, and another little ephemera, like it's a Jane Austen. And a doily, coffee stained doily, and some more ephemera. Oh gosh, Denise, you spoiled me. Oh, pretty butterflies. Let's see what else is under here. Mushrooms and butterflies. Flora and fauna. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know me. I love these things, Denise. They will all get put to good use. They will get put to good use for sure, my friend. Thank you, my sweet love. Thank you so much. Nice Happy Meal, right, Maureen? I love it. Okay, I'm actually going to take your bag back out of the garbage so I can put your stuff back in it so it stays together. The little envelope that you sent me. We won't put that to waste. It'll be my little holder for all things Denise for a little while. Okay. Oh, Denise, and I did put this one aside because maybe this one can go in the creepy journal. We shall see. But first, this came in the mail today. It comes from the UK. Oh, it says UK and Ireland. I thought it came from the UK. Number 6 for 2022. It is very summer-like. It's not really fall. It says DIY, interior, vintage, garden, receipts, trips, and mindfulness. And this magazine is just luscious on the inside. I mean, the pages are really different. They're more papery than magazine pages. They're not this glossy. Like this cover on the inside is glossy, but the outside is matte. Strange, right? The pages themselves are not glossy, most of them. But there's some recipes. There's some die cut cutouts. There are some articles, some feel-good pieces like mindfulness pieces, some travel. Just the pages are beautiful though. Whoops. And then so far, this is pretty new to me. I've gotten, I think, 2 or 3 of these. But so far, every single one of them has a mini journal in it. And it's like a little coloring book, activity book, which I think is precious. It just depends. Like it's a little different each time. Usually there's something you can pull out and use. These look like little they look like little postcards. And then let's see. Here's another page with little labels on it. Stickers. These are stickers, actually, for your jam and jelly jars. But you see how beautiful? It's just a beautiful magazine, and it's really, really full. There's always a set of pages in here. Oh, look at how cute these little creatures are. There's always a set of pages in here that are like scrapbook pages, like decorative paper. So let's see. I skipped through the recipes, although those look really good. These cinnamon rolls. I'm such a visual person, you guys. I'm like, where's the pretty papers? Okay, here are some recipe cards that you can literally pull out. They're like die cuts. I don't know, what is this all about? I'm not sure, but they're die cuts. And then here's the pull-out page. Let's see what this is. It's like a poster. Oh, it's succulents because oh no, it's not. Well, there are some succulents on it, but it's a big poster. Always very beautifully and tastefully done. Where are the, here's some frames that you can cut out. And then the papers are back here, the decorative papers and more frames. So one side has the frame, the other side has the decorative paper. You use either side that you want. But isn't it just beautiful? It's just a beautiful book. I thought we'd do a quick flip through. Even the back cover is gorgeous. Look, why not? Why should any part of it not be beautiful? Daphne's Diary, always doing a great job. Okay, putting that aside for now, we're going to get to the creepy journal. So here's the creepy journal. Here's the cover. Isn't it creepy? This is part 4. Let's see. It reminds you of your Mary Engelbrecht's. I never got that one. Was that what, like an actual magazine? Like, was it as big as that Daphne's Diary? Was it? I know of it, but I never got it. Cheryl says I just got my first edition of that and I love it. Isn't it gorgeous? Marsha loves it too. Maureen's loving Daphne's Diary. Hey, Lori, how are you, sweets? Chris is here. Hi, Chris. Yeah, you guys. Oh, the Happy Meal's so fun. Popcorn bags. Okay, so she says, at a restaurant supply store, I have a ton. I was going to send more, but I couldn't find them. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that you sent me like 4 or 5 of them. That's plenty. We'll be able to definitely do something with those. Yeah, Andrea Johnson. That Daphne's Diary is a magazine that you can actually subscribe to. If you go to Daphne's Diary, if you Google it, you'll find it. And I just subscribed to it recently, so I've gotten just a couple of them. But they're gorgeous. They're really, really beautiful. Patty got it, and she loves it too. Yay! Okay. All right, here's our creepy journal. So what I usually do, this is just how my mind works. So we've done a few pages here. We did the cover. We did these. 2 pages. Okay, so creepy journal, like tongue-in-cheek, like it's not super creepy. Okay, it's probably a little more weird creepy than it is actual scary. It's not scary whatsoever, but just fun creepy. And we've done a few pages, and I've been jumping around. Like this one I put on this page because I thought the color really matched well. This is one of the graphics that I gave subscribers, and it just really matched well with that greenish color paper that was in my book, this page. So I just glued that on there. That's as far as, I mean, easy. And then I darkened the edges with my Stabilo pencil. Here we had that lady without her head. I love this one. This one is an old photo, and they somehow made this, like this was before Photoshop, right? So they didn't have software to do this, so they had to like, I don't know how they did it in like old-time photography practices, but they got her without her head, and she's holding her head in her hand. So I put a little lace on this page, and again, edged it out with my Stabilo All, and I scraped the Stabilo pencil down through the printout of the paper, so you can see that it's really got some dark scrape lines on it. These little scrapes, they weren't there on my printout. I added them during one of the 3 other sessions that we did. Here on this page, we got the creepy heads. That was another one of the graphics. This is a chalk couture design, the little house. And then I cut this out and made a little window so that you could see this lady, which this is creepy. I don't know what she's got going on with the goose there. I think we kind of determined that the goose is fake, not sure. And then the colors on the back, I just painted on a bunch of colors. Okay, this lady, I have got to get her in here, and I think she would go really well opposite this black page, and then we could do something else. So I kind of have her slated for there. This one is probably the most creepy. Okay, I'm pulling it away because just note, if you have not seen this yet, how do you get Daphne's Diary? Somebody's asking. I went to Google and I Googled Daphne's Diary, and then I signed up for the subscription. I don't live near any major stores, so I can't attest, but Maureen is saying you can get it at Barnes & Noble and at Sam's Club. But I don't have those, so I don't know. Hey, she's celebrating her 6-month subscriber anniversary. Whoop, whoop, subscriber dance. Happy anniversary, Donna. Look at that. That's so cute how they blow up your comment just a little bit and make it green. I love it. Yeah, Terry, just go to Daphne's Diary, Google it, and you will find a way to get them. Maureen said, I just started cutting up my magazines. It's very hard to do. Oh, use them. They're better off being used than just sitting on a shelf somewhere. Hey, Jeannie. Oh, I'm so glad you guys love that magazine too. Okay, this one is very creepy. This is the most creepy one. It's creepy when you don't know the context. So I'm going to tell you, these are mannequins. And I think it was in 1925, there was a fire in a store. And these are mannequins that somebody propped up and took a picture of. So there are a couple of mannequin parts rolling around. I'm going to put this one right in the middle because I could get the whole thing in its entirety right in the middle of the book. So I have that slated for that page. And then these little kiddos, they have to come somewhere in here. And this vintage photo, it has a very green tone to it as well. So this is going to go in here somewhere, either on one of these 2 pages. And then do I have anything else planned? I don't think so. However, I will show you, we did this last page I did with shimmer paste. You can see the shimmer in there. That's the color Plum, chalk couture shimmer paste, and a chalk couture transfer. The feline transfer, which is incredibly fun. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to flip the book toward me so we can do a little bit in this book. I'm going to start with, well, this one I know for sure. I'm just going to glue this one down here. So I'm going to rip the edges and get it glued down. I am not doing anything actually, nothing that I'm doing is super difficult. I'm mostly just gluing things down. So I hope that this is part 4 of this book, that you're watching and saying, you know what? Yeah, literally she's taking some printouts from her computer and gluing them down on pages. So there's nothing, you don't have to have any special skills. You don't have to have any special equipment to do this. This guy's head, if I rip this too much, he's going to lose his head. No pun intended. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. This one's kind of tight for using the ruler. So I'm going to have to just go use my fingers the old-fashioned way. I don't want to rip too much of his head off, though. There we go. That's better. Here, this has plenty for the ruler. I can grip it this. My torn edge ruler. This is going right in here. And I'll darken up the edges just like I did before with the Stabilo pencil. And I do like a little shimmer on my pages, like just enough to be a surprise and just be a little unusual. Now that it's all cut out, you can see if I put this right in the middle, I'm gonna have lots of lots of border. So I could move it over to the left or right and do something else. I did want to check Denise Anderson. This was some happy mail I got. Well, actually not mail. Denise handed it to me. She was here at my house picking something up, Miss Denise. And she gave me all these gorgeous mulberry papers and rice papers. And some of the colors might just work for this book. So let's look through here quick, because this is how my mind works. Like, I know I want this on this page. It would be fun to do something a little extra on the page, such as on the page with this girl, I added the lace behind the photo just to add a little texture and a little, like, something visually interesting. So I thought maybe, I have a lot of this tone in here. Maybe this mulberry paper, it has the flowers in it though. I'm not sure that I want to use the flowers. Suddenly it got really dark in here. What the heck happened? Okay, let's see. Oh, this one's even darker. A little creepier. So I just do, this is what I do. I go through my papers, I go through what I have on hand, and I start pulling and saying, well, will this work? Will this work? This one doesn't have any flowers, so I would like that better than the one with the actual flower petals in it, because this is too soft and pretty. That's more for like a romantic book. This one has gold in it. This one's just plain white. Okay, I'm liking what I got there with the greens. So let me put that aside and see, maybe this one has leaves just like embedded in the paper. And again, it is very beautiful paper, I agree. It is the creepiest one, Brenda. She says, I think that the picture with these mannequins is the creepiest. I agree with you. I don't know. This paper versus this paper, I'm thinking I'm going to go with the dark one. Can I add a little bit of this and just make it like frame out the mannequins a little bit? So what if I took this and use this as a corner, but I don't want straight edges. So I'm going to tear off this. I want it to look really organic and happenstance. I don't want it to look really organized. So I want just a chunk of color there, but I don't necessarily need it to be straight edge, like this straight edge. Okay, so I might just take a couple of scraps of this. Which way do I want to go? Let's go this way. And these ripped edges, the whatever way they come out, that's what I'm going to stick out of from behind my creepy mannequins here. So just a pop of color and a little bit of texture, because this is mulberry paper, so it's fabric-y. And oh, look at it, has like, that is literally a leaf. There's the leaf and there's the stem of the leaf sticking out of it. We can salvage that. Let's put it this way so it doesn't hang out the bottom and it doesn't get knocked off of there. So we'll put that like that so we can see it. We'll put that there, and then maybe one more chunk to add a little bit of color. See that? Pretty. That is so pretty. I don't know if you can see that. That little leaf that's right there. It's so pretty. I hate to rip them. I could always come in and add more later, but that just gives a little bit of color behind it. And I think that's kind of like a creepy green, to be honest with you. Okay, so now I gotta decide what glue to use. These would be very easy to glue down with this. So that's what I'm gonna start with, if it'll come out, because I've been having trouble with this getting kind of thick on me. Oh, here we go. Just a little craft glitter glue. Art glitter glue, I should call it. That's what it's called. It sets pretty fast. Okay, that'll go there. I might need that to be a little higher than that. Oh, it might be too late. It's too late, Grace. You're stuck with it right there. You know what I can do, though, so I can see more of it, is just tear more of this corner. We're going to make it work, girls. I'm not going to get too worked up over the fact. I want to see a little more of that green. So we'll do that. Then you could use a glue stick. You could use Elmer's glue for this. Use whatever you want. If you get a tape runner and you like it, use that. Don't get too bogged down in seeing the glue that I have and saying, well, I don't have that glue, I can't do that project. That's not true. You can use whatever glue you happen to have that you like. Okay, if this goes here, this one, we want it really stuck out. I really want to see it. And it really adds, well, we could leave it crinkled. It'd add a little more texture. Holly, it's just a personal decision. I won't top coat any of this. I won't top coat a single thing in here. Not one stinking thing. You can top coat. Your pages will get thicker. You know, a brushed top coat is going to be thicker. A spray top coat will be thinner, of course. It also depends on the type of product that you're using, right? So this is where it's good to like really practice in your books and try different things. And if you are practicing for the purpose of practicing and testing out top coats, then use a piece of paper and take notes. Like on this page, I use this top coat. On this page, I use that top coat. That way you can know when you look back at it, you can know what you used and what effect it has when it's all dry on that page. That's what I do anyway. I just find it the best way to learn the products that you have. Hi, Joy Meyer. Everybody's saying hi to Joy. Hi, friend. I've been working on my creepy challenge today, Joy says. Tore up some rice paper. At first, I felt like I was ruining it, but then I was like, rip it. Joyce, I love it. You're not ruining it. I think you're honoring it by using it. Right? It does nobody any good if you don't use it, truthfully. Truthfully, friends, we're going right over the sewn, we're going to go right over that wax thread that I used to sew this down with. I'm using Decoupage Varnish and glue, just a liquid glue because it's such a big piece of paper. I know it'll hold it down well. It'll be easier to brush this on, and it doesn't dry that fast, so I should have enough time to get this on here. This is matte Pent Art, which I do sell in the shop, Decoupage Varnish and glue. So I'm going to start in the middle, and then we're going to work our way out. I just want to float it and make sure that I have it where I want it. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to do 1/2 first, and then I'm going to push on this crease in the middle where that rope is. It's really going to accentuate that rope, which is kind of cool, the waxed thread. And then let's just go one side, and then we'll do the other side. Do not overthink this stuff, you guys. You would think so much that you're going to talk yourself out of doing it. Slap the glue on, get the pages in your book, put something together, and just have fun with it. Okay, this particular product, I can put on the bottom as the glue. I can also put it over the top if I want to really make sure that these sides get glued down. I usually like my edges to stick up because I like that kind of movement. I like that kind of texture in my books. But if you don't like that and you want everything solidly in place, this Decoupage Varnish and glue, it can be used under, it can be used over. It works great with napkins because it's so thin. I do sell it in the shop. I have a small bottle and a big bottle. I have it in glitter, and you can buy it in a shiny version. This one that I'm using is matte. A little bit more. It's really easy to work with. It's very thin, very consistent. It's not too goopy or too thick. All right, there we go. So you can go right over your edges if you want to. I like my edges to stick up, so I'm just gonna leave them. Okay, I have my fan on, but I don't know that that's gonna be enough to dry that varnish and glue. I'm gonna dig out my Stabilo pencil. Hey, Tita. Leslie says, I love your creativity. Can I borrow you for even one day? You can come to Phoenix and tell me what to do. Oh, Leslie, I would just tell you, just do it, girl. Just do it. Don't overthink it, friend. Just do what you like, whatever your heart and your mind's feeling like doing. That's part of the therapy of it, is just letting your mind go, kind of following your heart. And oh, this is not a Stabilo pencil and would not match. That's what came out of my bucket when I pulled. This is what I was looking for, my little Stabilo pencil. Napkin lovers all got one of these in their box, or getting one in their box. They're all getting their boxes, and I'm so excited. We've been doing the Happy Mail Challenge inside the Napkin Lovers Club, but it's the new quarter. It started October 1st, and I sent out almost all the boxes. There's a couple of people still lingering. Vicki Dooley, I'm trying to reach you, so read your emails and get back to me. Patty's will go out tomorrow, and then there are a few more people whose credit cards had some issues they have to get resolved, and I'll have those boxes going out. And if those people, those few people if they don't follow through with that, I will make those boxes available to somebody new, because I don't see any point in not letting somebody come in the group if we have room. But otherwise, it's sold out this time, you guys. We'll just see about these last couple of people, about their credit cards. Oh, wow. I am going to, because I'm trying to Stabilo the edges of this. I think I am going to glue it down. Now, you know the Stabilo all, when it's a charcoal pencil. You put it down, you can leave it, but if you wet it, it activates it and makes it move around. So if I touch it with this wet glue, it's going to activate it and move it around and smear it all over my green paper, which you can see I'm fine with. It doesn't bother me at all, because this is a grungy book and we're grunging it out, right? So I'm going around the natural paper edge with the Stabilo pencil like I did on the other pages, and you see I'm not being too careful. Some parts will be darker than others, but we're just darkening it up. And then you can wet it and activate it, or you can just leave it dry. It's totally up to you. And what I did on the other page, I'll do it one more time and I'll show you. Why not? On this page, the way I got that black throughout the pages, I just took a credit card. And I wet the edges of it, the tips of it, the long edge. So I wet the long edge, and then I just take it and I grab that pencil mark and I scrape it down into the book page. So that pencil, once it's activated, it'll start moving and it'll smear down. Now you can use your finger, it's just gonna get seriously messy. You can use a foam applicator, you can use a paintbrush, you can use whatever you want. I just kind of like using this straight edge because it gives the illusion of like lines in the print out. You see those lines that I'm dragging down? It's subtle, but it makes the paper look really old. So I'll do the same thing and I'll come up off the edges and grab that Stabilo while my my little card here is wet. I'm pulling that color in on the edges. And you don't have to do it everywhere. You can do it everywhere. Totally up to you. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that. Oh, so Leslie, if I came, I would like ooh and ah over all your supplies with you. And then I would say, okay, let's just start putting stuff in the book. Do not overthink it. Do not overthink it. This page here, I'm just gonna cover it. This is here because the glue that's holding the little cellophane for the window in place, you can see the edges of it. The glue is sticking out a little bit, so that's tacky. So I put that there. So when I close the book, it protects this page. I should do the same right here because everything here is wet and it needs to dry. But here, I'm just gonna cover this with a decorative piece of paper. Like a piece of paper big enough to cover this up. I've really been debating on this and I think that's what I need to do. I went and grabbed, one of you sent me for Happy Mail, like a bunch of like graphic papers, decorative scrapbook papers that are not graphic, vintage, that are vintagey. So you see pearls and ladies and gentlemen, lace and stuff. Well, all of my creepy photos, pretty much all of the ones that I put in the book are vintagey. So I was thinking I might just cover this with one of these vintagey papers, and there seems to be a lot of green here. So if you see one that you like, these are typewriter. They look like typewriter keys to me. This one I like too for this page, actually. That has a lot of colors in it, like a lot of variety. I have this one, it looks like a bunch of ads from like a Sears magazine or something. I think I'm gonna go with this one now that I see them all here. So all I would need to do to cover this, it doesn't even have to be the same exact size. We could do the torn look so that it's kind of mimicking everything else in the book. So let's see, let's do this first and just tear. Don't overthink. This is exactly my point when I say don't overthink. Okay, I probably did that one too tight in. Oh, and you know what? I got to get that hole punch out. You know what? I should probably do the hole punch first and then do all the tearing. Let's get the bigger piece. Because we got to get this hole to line up, right? So let's tear this short edge right here. This will be my top. No matter where my sides end up, this will be the top. And then I know the hole has to go like right there is where I need my hole. If I want this to line up here. So how am I going to do this, girlfriend? I can feel it. I'm just going to do the best I can. How do you like that answer? Let me grab a pencil. A regular one, not a charcoal pencil. Okay, right, I'm just going to do this. We're just going to wing it. And we're going to say here, if this is like this, here is, I wonder, that's probably not a smart idea. Here is the edge right here. If I can get the top and the bottom on 3 sides, I should be able to line it up. I don't even need the 4th side because it will just line up, right? In theory. I'm just making a little pencil mark in 3 places there. See that? Top and the 2 sides. If I line this up there, I should be just about right. If I line this up on those 3, it should be just about right. This is my punch anywhere. It's upside down. It'll punch anywhere on a page, right? So you don't have to fit it. There we go. Is this right? I think it's right. Let's see what we got. Oh, it punched. That orange thing was supposed to be on the other side. Whoops. This orange thing was supposed to be on this side. So now I got a big hole in mine. This was supposed to be here to protect these 4 little magnets. I just giggle because you know what? It was unintentional. I didn't mean it. This is how we learn. It has this little tab here, and that's where you line up the tabs on all the parts. But this, there, tab, whoops, stop it, and then tab. Here's the tab on this one, and you line them all up. And it has like really strong magnets, as you can see, but look what I did. I like punched depressions in it where the magnets were, but that's okay because look at, that's what we're going for right there. I'm just going to cover it up so it looks a little more fancy. I think it'll work. Yeah, we'll save that. We're not going to throw that out. All right, this is going to get glued here, and I'm just going to cover up the bulk of this page with this pretty paper like this. Not all of it. We're going to have a little bit of that green sticking out on the edges. This is really close here, so I've got to tear very carefully. I want to be able to see the green on the edge, but still cover up my hole. That way it's a little more decorative, so it'll look like that. Way better than that. Okay. I'm just going to use a glue runner, like a tape runner on this, to keep it dry. If I can find one. Uh-oh, was I out last week? Oh, look at this tape wants to play. I guess I'll use you. I guess I will use you. Let's see the comments. Hey, Katana. Hello, hello. I know, the paper with the pearls on it. It's so pretty. I love that paper too. Okay, we're just going to use this because it's out and it seems to be begging to be used because it was sticking onto my tape runner, my other tape runner. So we'll use you. It's just double-sided tape. Nothing fancy going on here. I did rip my paper, which I think is actually a little bit hilarious. Look, damaged paper. Listen, it's all good. No one's going to notice that your paper is crinkled, it's damaged, that you have too much of this, too little of that. Those are all things that you see as the creator. But I promise you, the people who look at your book for the first time aren't seeing or noticing any of that. So you just create, friends. Create and have fun with it. All right, we're burnishing this down to make sure that it really stays down, this double-sided tape. I want to make sure it's really firmly down before we pull up all the corners. Hello, Kathy Graham. Hello, hello. I got my fan going, girls. All right, there's one. I'm just going to wing this, you guys. I usually do this really slowly, but we're just going to, I think I'm just going to go with it. I usually don't peel the whole thing off. In fact, maybe I'll, just for precaution's sake, maybe I'll be careful. Instead of throwing caution to the wind and having another boo-boo. What's everybody up to? What's going on in your world? Talk to me, friends. Okay, now I have to figure out what side is up and what side is down. I got stuff everywhere. Put that glue over there. Nope, this way. This corner is it's exposed. These are not exposed. So I usually just stick the one corner that's exposed first. Once I know I have my placement right, I stick that down. Then everything else should follow. Everything else should be in the right place. And because I have my 3 little tabs sticking out, it's easy for me to just pull that tab and get that glue to stick. Now I know I have perfect placement. So here we've got this on one side. That's what I wanted, her little peekaboo there. And then here we've got this little eye peeking through, which is kind of creepy and fun in its own measure. So look at, we got that page done. We got this page done. This page is still drying, but it's okay. We could still add to this one. I think I'll probably still add something. Maybe I'll do some stenciling or something. We're gonna let it keep drying. And in the meantime, we can work on some other pages. So I just stick my little craft mat in between. You could use wax paper or parchment paper, just something in between. When you have wet journal pages that are still drying, it's very good to stick something in between before you close that. And then overnight, just let that stay open. Don't chance it, just let it stay open. I try not to let more than one page be drying overnight. So if you're gonna be doing more than one page in your book, use some dry glues, meaning the tapes, rather than using the wet glues, because the wet glues take longer to dry. It'd just be easier for you in the long run. I went to toss a box out of my husband's office today, and lo and behold, there was a green packing paper. You would have thought it was Christmas. I was so excited. Gia, you know me, and I love my green packing paper. Like, this so perfectly matches the color of this paper. But I think I may end up putting it on the other side, actually, and then finding something else to put on this facing page. But these little kids crack me up, especially the little one. I'll show you here in a second. I'm going to get rid of all the white. The little girl down here, she's so funny. She's teeny tiny. Isn't that a riot? See, it's weird. It's not necessarily creepy. It's really weird though. I think that matches too much for me and my taste. I'm gonna put it here, and it matches this page. The tones are the same, and then I can put something else here. So this is just gonna go here. I can keep it really simple. I'm gonna use this. This was my original intent on the other page, but that tape was sticking to me, so I thought I better use it. Don't overthink, just do. And I like this. I like my pages to be all like sticking up and rugged. If you don't, you should glue them down. I think it looks more grunged up and vintagey. Here, do I stabilo all? I think I will stabilo all of this. I have a 20-pound dog asleep on my lap, and I can't feel my left leg. Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna. Oh, good gravy. Yeah, and I'm sure you don't want to wake the poor dog up. Judith says, I want to go up and craft now. Yes. Oh, Fraps and Scraps Shauna made a book out of jumbo playing cards. I have a set of those here too to be used. This is so fun. That's exciting. Okay, I'm going to follow the cut lines, and I'm just going to take my Stabilo pencil, and if I hit the other paper, it's not the end of the world. I think I'll wet it on this one. I really need to sharpen my pencil. Look, I use it so much. It's really dull. I like my pages to be sticking up. I think I will just take a paintbrush and wet this to get it to really blacken up and get dark. And you'll really see the effect of it. Oh, I'm like running out of lead here. This is not stuck. What happened there? Good gravy, friends. What are you doing, you little trickster? Why are you messing with me? I'm trying to avoid using the wet glue here because I'm using the Stabilo, but I think my glue got old or something. My tape runner. Maybe it's just this paper doesn't want to be glued down. Okay, a little bit more here. See, I'm not even worried about, I'm just putting a black line. Don't worry too much about the shape. Just get it on there. The darker you put it on there, the more black you're going to get when you wet it. That's how it works. I really like my corners to be blackened out. I need this to set. That's setting. That's good. Okay, let's grab a paintbrush, a little one. And I'm just going to, I'll do it right here on camera. All you have to do, I'm going to put a little bit of water on my table. I'm going to grab that little bit of water with a little paintbrush, and we're just going to touch on this. You'll see what happens. It really gets that charcoal to activate. and it gets really bold. It spreads it and it gets it really bold. Whoa, my hand slipped there. So it really frames out your die cut, your picture, whatever it is that you're doing. I need more water. And I don't mind if I get a little bit into the page, especially on the corners. I like that. There, now it really frames it out. And I don't need it, we don't need it to be perfect. That would just look too planned. See how easy? I am struggling a little bit with the dang glue though. And I have glue oozing out of this, so let's just get it in there. Oh yeah, this side didn't stick at all. Look at this. I don't know what's going on with my glue sticks. It's these things. And this one's a good brand. Who knew they went bad? All right, there we go. Again, here we got a page that's potentially wet. So if you're going to fold over, make sure you put something in between. This one is still wet. We're just gonna let this one sit. Oh, look what happened. The wetness got on the photo itself and it pulled out some green on the photo itself. And I actually really like that because it looks even more grunged up. We like grunge, don't we? Who beside me? There's got to be some others out there. I love the grungy look. Let's just make sure this is nice and dry. Goodness, it's so fun. It makes a big difference, right, Jeanette? Just that little bit of black around the kiddos. It's huge. It really grunges things. The heat. What heat, Vicki? This is the first time I'm using heat. So if this isn't working, I think it's just old. I think it's just old. This is the first time I'm using the heat. Joy says she's liking the grunge. Yeah, me too. Hey, Sandy Jarman. Oh, you eat your dinner, girlfriend. Don't be worried about. Oh, it's not. Believe me, honey. It's not. There's no heat outside, Vicki, in North Dakota right now. It was 51 degrees this morning. We've got our heat on here already. All right, so far we got some interesting pages in this book, right? And this is what I do. I don't necessarily go from front to back. I kind of flip around and let the book talk to me. Like, I wanted these cats, and I was going to put them on the back of the book, but no, I just thought it would be really fun to have it on this is that shimmer paste, to have it on the inside of the book. This is the biggest photo that I'm putting in here, and so I thought it could be like the center fold. That's the centerfold. This one, where's the Halloween? I put her there because I thought that green really matched the orange frame on her. This one I just wanted on a black page. This one, I don't know why I picked this page for her. But then we did the window here, and then I just kind of thought that looked good next to that. It just flows. It flows from itself. Once you start putting stuff in, it just flows from itself. And I'll go through the images that I want to use, or any of the things. It could be images, it could be stenciling. That you can do anything you want in your books, like literally anything you want in your books. But the things that you put in your book, sometimes I base it on where I want it in the book. Sometimes I base it on size, like the centerfold being the biggest picture, so that went through right in the middle. Sometimes I base it on color, like this looks good opposite this color. And I just let the book come together. I just keep filling until it's done. I don't usually go from front and just keep doing pages until they're full. You can see in this book I'm jumping around a lot. It was 41 this morning, and we have the heat on too. Katana, where are you, Katana? What state are you in? Donna Cowga. I don't know who you're answering. I love the cats too. Yes, the cats you can get in my chalk shop. It's called Feline. That's the name of that, Tita. This is a Chalkator transfer called Feline. So you can get that in your chalk shop. Where is it shipped from? Where is what shipped from? I'm missing some things, obviously. Oh, Lord. Vicky Dooley, where is it shipped from? Oh, the tape? Oh, good gravy. It's Tombow tape. I have no idea. And it's old. I've had it for like a year. I bought the tape runner, and then there was a set of 3 refills for it. And it's probably taken me a year to use them. So my guess is that over the year, the 3 refills, they just got old. I don't know. The other 3 tape runners from that set worked fine. This one is the first one giving me trouble, but it's all from the same set. Muck it up, girl. Melissa. Muck it up, girl, she says. Okay, what was one of the other pages I was going to do tonight? Hold on. Let's look at our pile. We don't need this. These were just going to be extra decorative paper for around, so the rice paper and the decorative chalk paper. Oh, this lady, I want to get her in here. I love her so much, and I love that she has a striped skirt on, and that cigarette that's smoking, and the cigarette smoke coming out of her mouth. Isn't that creepy? You guys, those of you in the creepy challenge who used this image, you did good with it. You did really, like, you really did it homage. You know, you really used it well. Okay, I was thinking she should be opposite a black page, and because she's rather big, the image of her, it's on an 8 by, regular standard 8 by 11.5 piece of paper. So I need to put her on one of the bigger halves. Like this one's a little bit smaller. I need to put her on one of the bigger pieces because I will be able to salvage as much of her as possible. So I was thinking actually this page right here, opposite this gray page. So let's start. It's 45 in West Virginia, Julie says. All right, let's see. I don't want to lose any bit of her, not a stinking bit. I'm going to see if I can get her whole skirt in, and of course the cigarette. So let's just start doing this on this side, and then we'll tear the other side according to what I can fit. And I'm not trying to match the pages perfectly. I'm trying to leave the bottom page as kind of a border around the image that I'm putting down. So if I do that, then I would be tearing this one right about there. She's just fitting. We're just getting her. Now I'll have a little bit of black on both sides. And now I have to do the same thing right above her head. Just decide how much of that black I want to show and tear off the rest. Oh, and I forgot, I had this, what is it called? From the notebook. The spiral edge part of the notebook there. That's kind of cool. That'll be hanging out up top. That still will be able to see it. See? Perfect. And the colors here really match the color. I could put her here. I think it's more washed out. This way she looks more framed. So let's do that. I'm going to get different glue because I've been having trouble with my other glue. Oh, this one's empty. Almost empty and very sticky. We're going to use this one. Let me see who else is here. That ruler is so cool. Carol, thank you. Hi, Carol. You guys go check out Carol T Studio 5 and DIY. There she is, here visiting from her business page, which is fabulous. We appreciate you being here, Carol. We don't see you very often here. I do late night crafting every Tuesday night, at 9 p.m. Central. And then, you know, I'm live, you know, throughout. Carol, what time do you go live on your page? Do you have a specific day and time that you like to do it? Why don't you share with everybody so we can all go find you and hang out with you a little bit on your page. Oh, that is really sticky. My favorite glue stick. You can really count on it, friends. All right, I better take my time here. I try not to stick anything down until I'm sure that everything is where I want it to be. That one will really stick just fine. Okay, and actually here, I didn't get any glue stick, so I'm gonna bend this forward and rub a little bit more on here. Carol, we're doing a creepy journal, my friend. We're making a creepy book. It's creepy, but it's not like, I don't think it's scary creepy. It's just weird creepy. There's a difference for me. We've been running our AC since May, but at least it's below 100 now. Oh, good gravy, Donna. That is hot. That is hot. Crystal, you can't? That's weird. I can see Carol's post. Can anybody else see Carol? She's posted a couple of times, commented. Her neck looks creepy to you. This part of her neck is exposed right here, and you can see that ear. But the other side you can't. It is. It's just, it's kooky. That's all there is to it. Right? Kathy says, very creepy. And Vicky says, in Oklahoma, it's still hitting 90-degree mark. Oh my gosh. Christy Abston is here from Funky Junk Inspiration. Hey, Christy, my friend. Carol's on northeastern Arizona, and it's 50 degrees and raining. Oh, that sounds very comfortable. Good, good fall weather. Oh, who said it was 30 degrees? Jermaine. It was 30 degrees this morning and yesterday, and the White Mountains in New Hampshire. Too early for it to be cold. Oh, she lost all her flowers to frost. Boo. We say boo to that. Boo to that. Okay. This page, I got some black gesso on it, so it's a little mucked up. I have these parts of pages that have the pearls and stuff on them and the lace. It's too fancy for her. I'll find something that would be cool being opposite her. Oh, I need to add a little more glue right here. Think. Let's see. No, I don't like the green. I got these typewriter pages. Maybe it's like she's the secretary. We can put this here. That wouldn't be bad, and then we could put something else over it. The other thing I grabbed, you guys, was some of my rice papers. Oh, we have that crow too. Oh, I have some other things too. I forgot. Hold on. Okay, we have the crow and the bottle. Look at, we have a random head here. Do you guys recognize that? Now I remember. Wait, if I'm going to pull out the, oh, hold on. If I'm going to pull out the cutouts, I got to shut off my fan. Okay, I have my rice papers as an option. I'll just show you some of them. I want to get the tones right. I don't think I want the browns on this page. This one would be cool. This one is called Webs and Spiders. And although it's a little bit brown, that could be cool on that page. The other thing is I still have left, here's my pile of stuff. I have some lace. I have this head, just a random head. You know what? Okay, you guys probably thinking, what the heck is that all about? In the Craft Therapy Club, we made cats, stuffed cats, big ones, and we made little ones, and we made the skeletons, little stuffed skeletons for bowl fillers. Or really, you could put them on your tiered trays, that kind of stuff. And this was a leftover skeleton head from our project. So I could actually because I have enough of this, I could make this a hinge, but not on this page. I don't think this is the right page for that. I also have, this is cool, but I don't think I want a girl next to her. So I just go through it until I find something that I'm pleased with. Now this one, I like the crow. Hold on, I think I have a bigger one. I have her. She's hilarious. Okay, so this little cutout comes from this graphic. This is printed black and white. This one was in color, and I cut her head off. So I would have a floating head, which is creepy in itself. But I was thinking I had a bigger crow here, because it would be nice just to have the crow sitting there next to her. And I thought I had a really big one of these. I'm looking for a mustache. And yeah, a big one and a little one. And I do this sometimes. I'll take the images and I'll print them in different sizes. Well, he looks mad. He looks like an angry crow. Think about this, Gracie. How do you want to do this? All right, let's... I don't know. If I put him in here, I may fussy cut right to his body, but I'm going to go around right now and just grab him quick and see, does he even fit on this page in a way that I like? Or is he too big? He's facing the wrong way, I think. Oh, he's creepy. I wish he was flipped this way. I don't know why, but it bothers me that he has his back to her. So maybe he goes on a different page. Not with those guys. I don't know. I'm not ready to put him in clearly, so this isn't speaking to me. I can't quite figure out what I want to do here. So you know what I do? I just move on. I say, okay, I got her in there. I will stabilo the edges of her, but my stabilo needs to be sharpened. My electric sharpener is in the other room. I'm just going to see if I have a manual one here. I did. I used to have one in here. I'm checking real quick. I don't know where I put it. Yep. Not put my hands on it right now. Here it is. Let's see if I can just give this a quick sharpen. Holy, I need that fan back, you guys, but if I turn it on, I'm going to lose that little witch's head. All right, much better. Got a much better sharpened edge on there. The Smoking Lady, I love her. You love the grunge look, Kathy? Me too. I like it to look all mucked up and dirty and like old. I don't want it to look too new. All right, I definitely am missing comments here. Turned his back because of the smoke. Maybe, Shauna. Maybe that's true. Someone said, what about the crow napkin? Where's the napkin? We just had it here. Kathy saying, what about the napkin? Girls, who took the napkin? It was right here. I think it's underneath my rice papers, which is probably why I can't find it. Yep. I'm not feeling it. I don't know why. See, I let the book talk to me, girls, if that makes any sense. I do like let the book decide what it wants to be. All right, we're going to darken up these edges just like we've been doing for all the other ones. I don't think I'm going to wet these ones. I'm just going to come in and I'm coming with the edge of that, the side of it. And darken these up a little bit more to frame it out. You could, somebody asked last week, it's a charcoal pencil, so yeah, it will rub off. That's the nature of it. If you didn't want it to rub off all over everything, then you could spray top coat this. I do not. Grungy, I like grungy. for this book, so I'm not going to do that, but you totally could. That's not to say that you can't. I'm going to take the edges, the corners, and I'm going to really darken them up. I like to kind of come in on these corners and really give them a grunged up look. So I come into all the corners and like almost 3/4 of an inch, maybe sometimes an inch of black. And then we'll just go over her dress just a little bit right here. It's nothing too fancy, nothing overthought. Don't worry about your scrape lines. Like, to me, that's totally mucked up and I think it looks cool. Just don't overthink it. That's, I guess, the big advice. I would love to work that dress in here with that head. And my thought was with the dress in the head, now, not on this page because I already have this other lady. I think they need to find their own page. My thought with the dress and the head was that, like, her head fell off. I know it sounds creepy. This might be the best place for it. Let's see. No, it's going to be here is where I'm feeling it. All right, so she would need to be on the lighter side so that the dress shows up. And then, like, that's weird, isn't it? If her head fell off. I think I wasn't sure what to do with this white part right there, like the neckline, but I think I'm going to cut that out. I'm just going to get a smaller pair of scissors. I think I'm going to cut around this lace that's right here at our neckline. I'm trying to follow the curves of the lace. You know what? In one of my journal pages a long while back, I had an angel photo, and she had a dress on. She had her head, though. Her head was attached, the angel. And I took, and she had a cream colored dress on, and I took some cream colored lace, and I layered it over her dress so that it was really authentic, like it really stuck out. So I could do that if I can find my black lace. But like, so I would take, here's some. So I could take that black lace and actually layer it over the dress to make it look more authentic, if you know what I mean. Like give her layers of dress, but I don't want it to be white. I would want it to be black. So it would be a matter of finding some black lace. But what if her head was falling off? I think the expression on her face is so stinking funny for that. And it's from that Hocus Pocus. I still have not seen that movie, you guys. Now that head is creepy. Joyce. Yeah, so right, it's creepy, but in a funny way, not in like a really bad way. Janet sent me a link to a comedian. This is Never Marry a Crafty Woman. It's a sticker. I think I have seen that before. My gosh, Janet, I wonder if it's the same one. I think someone shared that with me before, but I will definitely check it out. Okay, I'm going to find my bits. Okay, first, before I go on a lace hunt, I have this little, oh, here's some just black fabric. It's not lace, but it's fabric. I have my dyed cheesecloth that's really grungy. Could that be her dress? The top of her dress is red though, so I don't think the purple would go. I honestly don't think I have any black lace. I have this creamy lace and I could dye it. That's what I did a little bit with that other piece of lace. I added some Stabilo to it just to get it to darken up. Let me go to my, hold on girls, we're going to check the lace stash over here and see if there's any dark lace. I have a feeling I don't have any. But it's not the end of the world. I could always make some. I can always dye. I also have this though. this stuff that I put on the front, this stuff, I could use that. I gotta turn my fan on, girls, even if the papers fly. Could we use that for her dress? That would make sense. Glue her down. She has no arms, that's okay. And then I'm gonna put that there because of the fan. And then I could use this. Yes, let's do it. My sister sent me all of these fancy like cords, and I was just thinking as I saw it over there, I'm like, maybe there's something in there we could throw on here, but for sure, instead of using lace, because this is more ghoulish than lace, let's glue her down, and then we'll put this black stuff over her dress. And we'll glue her head down, kind of in a weird way. What do we think of that plan? I gotta get some more glue, girls, because my glues are dying on me. Hold on, you gotta find which drawer. Which drawer? Keep opening drawers until you find a new Scotch crate, because this one's gone. In the garbage. Okay. This will be easier to glue her down with a new glue stick. And when in doubt, you pick it up and you just run it over, because it's little pieces of paper, so it's kind of hard to get the edges. Whoops, I got a bunch of extra glue on there. No need to waste it. I'll plop it right back on. Okay, this is gonna go here. I just went and looked for Victorian dresses on Google, images of Victorian dresses that are free. And I printed out a few that I liked. And then I fussy cut this one out. So now her head can be like here, like she's like, whoa, it fell. Like, which way should I position it though? I think kind of like that. What should I do? That would be funny. I think if it's like, looks like it fell, like where should I put it though? Tell me in the comments, what would you do? How far away from her body would you put it? You could put it on the ground. You could position it right by her neck so it looks like it just fell off, and that's the facial reaction, like the expression that she has on her face. Her facial expression is so funny, isn't it, Joyce? Hello, Miss Melissa from the Graceful Barn. You guys, my friend Melissa's here. Your book is just creepy. I know, Katana, that was the whole goal, the creepy journal. I do one of these each year. I don't have any black cheesecloth, Jackie. I wish I did, but I don't. Creepy cute. I like it, Joyce. She said, calling my creepy project creepy cute. I just finished my first art journal, Lori says, that included a spooky and fall loves. It was the best therapy ever. I'm addicted now. Well, Lori, that's a good thing to be in love with, because, and addicted to, because it's good for your soul. It's just good for you. Head suspended over a dress. I was thinking that too. Or you mean like here? Or like here? Suspended, like, I was thinking like her neck is missing. That's kind of funny, Nancy. Dangling from one hand. Oh my gosh, funny. That's another idea. Who said that? B said that. That's cute. Oh, somebody else agreed with you. Cheryl said, in her hand. I love it at 90 degrees. Right there. It looks good, Joyce says. Like that. Oh, you guys, I don't know why. I kind of feel like I'd like it with her head falling off. My head fell off. All right, while we're still pondering, let's get this part ready. Let's not let that disappear. I'm going to put it right under my glue gun. Let's cut a chunk of this. This will be a good textile to put over her dress. And I kind of need a triangle shape. So let's just, oh, this scissor's not going to do it. It's too small. Need the big end. I'm going to cut it long. We can always cut it back. And I don't need it to be perfectly shaped. We're just going to play with this and see, yeah, like this. She has this red, which would be nice if we could salvage that somehow. I want it, I don't necessarily want it to be all glued down. I'd like it to be a little bit flowy, you know, like I wouldn't mind just gluing the top down and letting the rest of it flow. So gluing this part down. I think this is too thick right here. I'm going to take a little bit of this off. Yeah, like this. Okay, let me get out. Actually, I could use this right here in the center because I want to maintain that shape, that little shape of the black part. So I could, this isn't going to keep it down, I don't think. I've never used a glue stick to hold this big of a piece of material down, but I thought just to get started, it's actually holding it. I want it to be loose though. I don't want it to be all tacked down. So I guess if I tacked it wide on the edges so that it stayed down, just enough so it stayed in place, because if I just let it hang the way it wants to, this is going to get revealed right here, this paper part of her dress, and I don't want that revealed. I could have cut the whole bottom of the dress off, right? You could have done that too. But I think what I'll do is just add a little bit of this glue on the edges of her dress and tack that down and let the rest of it just kind of flow freely, really messy and unruly like. I usually use my matte gel medium, so I'm going to get that out because I actually don't think I've ever held a piece of textile that big with just a glue stick, so I'm not sure that I trust that. So I'm going to grab a little glue brush and we're going to reinforce this. This is white, but it will dry clear. Just like this is exactly what I used on the front cover. And I'm just going to really push that into place so we know we're not going to lose it. And if I can maintain, see how this is soft right here? If I can leave that soft, I will. And I'll just push some of this in to make sure that it stays tacked down around the edges so it doesn't reveal the paper underneath. And then we'll leave the rest of it really soft and fluffy with movement. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to push the glue. You'll be able to see the glue when I hold it up really close. This is technically glued down with the glue stick, but I'm not confident it's going to stay. So we're going to do this. Wherever you position the fabric with this gel medium is where that fabric is going to stay. But if you put glue on that part of fabric, it is going to stay stiff. It's going to get stiff, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Okay, I think that's enough for that. I better not put that in water just yet, just in case. Okay, on the front, I use the same glue on the front for this. And it's white when it goes on, but it dries clear. Okay, so it's white when it goes on, but it'll dry clear. I got a little bit on here now. And what I wanted to do was get this center part. I actually wouldn't mind if this was a little bit more, had a little bit more, so maybe we'll add some more up there, because see, look at how nice and thick I have it down here. That's kind of cool. I want that to be movable, but the edges, I want that to stay so that her full dress is covered and she has this big, full, fluffy dress on. I don't want to lose the fluff. Actually, where's that extra piece? So I could take this and just make it thicker, I suppose. It feels skimpy around her waist. No, that's too much. All right, I'm just going to move it with my fingers. It's still kind of wet, so we can mold it the way we like. I don't like this piece right here sticking out. What do you guys think of that? That looks cool, Donna. I love using just fabric on a dress just to, like, it makes it pop out of the page. It makes it really 3D. And then where's her head? We still have to decide on the head. I think I'm going to put it like here so that you can clearly see her facial expression. And listen, I love the idea. If you steal this idea, I don't say steal like it's a bad thing. Use this idea, copy this idea, mimic this idea, whatever word you want to use. I don't care. If you do this and you decide you can put her head in her hand, you can put it down here like it fell on the floor. You can do it however you want. I think I kind of want it like this. Like she's looking down like, oh my gosh, did my head just fall off? So funny. Okay, these two didn't even go together. I got the dress was another image from something else. And then that head came from this image. Like I Googled the Hocus Pocus witches and got this image. Now this is printed black and white. There she is. But this one was printed color. Like the dress was printed color. So that's flippin' hilarious if you ask me. That is so funny. And actually, we could take what's left over and kind of push it in these corners. Let me check. I had some leftover rice paper over here. What color was that? And I have this lace. I like to use up what I have on hand instead of, oh, this is blue. I don't want to use that. I like to use up what I have on hand rather than reinventing the wheel. I'm just going to put a little bit of this stuff up in the corners, I think, to tie it all together. Why not? Let me get a couple of little pieces of this. This might be too much. Maybe just this corner. So guys, I don't ever really know for sure what to do. I just kind of play and see what I think. I do actually think here it would be nice to do some black stamping or stenciling so that that doesn't look so plain. I'm just looking for something that would make sense right there. I had a stencil out earlier that would have worked, but I don't know where it is right now. So hang tight, friends. I'm right here. I'm just off screen because I'm on the other side of the table looking through my stencils and my stamps to see if I have one that makes sense for there. What the heck did I do with that square one we used earlier? Oh, it's the Napkin Lovers Club one. Yeah, it's like the perfect size for the page, actually. Ganny, what's up, buddy?
I just came up. I can't sleep.
You can't sleep? Let me watch a little TV. Are you hot?
Yeah.
Okay, open one of the windows in the living room and then watch a little TV.
I'm gonna go get my glasses and water.
Okay. My poor gam man can't sleep. I'm going to do this. Instead of just adding that black, more of that black fabric, let me come in and just see what it would do if I, yeah, let's do this. I'm just going to float this around this photo. And it may not come out in its entirety and be everywhere, but I can repeat it now. That's funny. I'm just using a distress ink pad. Oh, that's funny. We'll just come down everywhere where it's not, right? Like, so if I put this right on the dress, I can just repeat that pattern on the paper. Just to give it something more decorative here. I think this is really faint right here. I'm going to make it a little darker. Let's get this line back up and really... I was going faint because I wasn't sure, but now I like it. So let's make it a little more bold. My poor Gan man, guys, he doesn't feel good. We tested him for COVID, a home test tonight. He's been He's had a sore throat and a cold for a couple of days, but today he said he started to feel hot and cold. I was like, oh my Lord, we had the test at home already. So he came up negative, thank God, but still, he just doesn't feel good. There. All right, that page is funny. I think I'm going to put some kind of phrase on that page. I have not watched this Hocus Pocus movie, like I said, yet, but if there's some kind of phrase from that movie that would like make sense on this page, I could type it out and print it up and then just like put it on here. That page was a little more involved than the others, but I love it so much. That definitely has to dry, as does the centerfold. Centerfold is pretty much dry, actually. All right, I'd love to know what you think of that one. I know, Joyce. Thank God it's negative. It's exactly right. Janet likes this page. Thank you for praying for Mr. Ganman. You just made me, oh, I know, hit the poor guy. Oh, you must have the wrong email address, poor Vicky. support@thecomfynestwithgrace.com. Check the spelling. support@thecomfynestwithgrace.com, or I'll send you a message. I actually can do it right now. I'm just going to send a message. It's just going to say hi, and then you can reply back to it here on Facebook. So just send me a private message on Facebook. There, I just sent you a message. So you'll see it in Facebook Messenger rather than an email. Okay, let's do a quick flip through. I like to do this because it gives me a feel. I have to be careful not to touch this page with the glue on anything. It gives me a feel for how the whole book is coming together. So we got the cover, and we open it up here. This is really whimsical. And then we have her here. Nothing here yet. That's creepy. And then we have this. This is more whimsy. I think I'm going to darken these edges. That looks crooked to me. I'm going to darken those out with the Stabilo. She's creepy. Centerfold, creepy. Her with her dress, that's not creepy. That's kind of funny. The crow, this is not decidedly there yet. We're not sure, but we got the 3 kids in costume. And then I think all these pages are blank. And then we got the cats, the felines in the back. So I think I'm going to stop there. Her dress is sticking up right here, so I'm going to glue that down with a little bit of the gel. I'm going to stop there for tonight, and we'll pick up this. This is session 4 of the Creepy Junk Journal, but it's come a long way. It's going together really nicely. We started this out. This was a Chalk Couture envelope, Club Couture envelope. That's how we started it, with some paper on the inside, and I just tied it. I sewed it together, and now we've been filling the pages with creepy things. So I just keep all of these images, and I'll keep these napkins. I keep all of this stuff together, and the next time I work on the journal, it's all together. So I don't have to go searching for it all over and over and over again, which is nice. I think this is fully charged now. I don't have to have this cord across my lap here. So like all of these pieces, even the scraps from the pages that I used, I will keep this all together with all the other pages that might potentially go in here. This page here is the page I think I want to edge this out a little bit with some black. I think that's what I'm going to do on this page, just to get it grunged up a little. It's a little bit too perfect for me. And then we'll be done with this one for the night. That one dress one was a little bit more involved than the others, but I think it's going to really add a lot of dimension because of the dress being a textile and being 3D. Okay, this one, let's wet this a little bit and get it to spread out a little. Let me grab that paintbrush. See what it does? It just makes it more ghoulish, if that's the word. Nope, looks like I need to wet it just a little bit more. You see, the more water you use, the more activated it becomes, and the more spread you get. All right, I'm just gonna let that, now that really has to dry on its own because I'm going like super dark here, but it's got a lot of water. I love that. It's got a lot of water, so that's gonna need to just take its time and dry. So I will be, when we're done here, I'll spend some time cleaning my glue brushes and my paint brushes, and I'll put all of this stuff aside for this book. So I have this page, it's a little wet. Where's the other one? The one with the dress. That was toward the back right here. So these two, I need to leave them untouched. Like the page can't touch that because it needs to dry. So I need to put something in between here that's going to hold that up overnight. And then this one can be just like it is. Just so that the wet glue right there, that white spot of glue doesn't stick to this and hold them together. That we would want to avoid that. All right, folks, there we go. The creepy, this was number 4 in the creepy craft journal. The dark edges, I love it so much with that Stabilo pencil. I love it so much. All right, Vicki, good. I'm going to look for that in a little while. Such a nice creepy book. Mary, isn't that funny to say that? Such a nice creepy book. Sandy, your favorite page now is the one with her head off. That one. Put the crow by the cats. Ooh, maybe, Terry. We'll see. We'll see. I'll let the book talk to me and tell me what comes next. The stencil really finished it, Jermaine. I think it added a lot. It made it, yeah, it made it a little more fancy. You're loving that page? And Leslie says, awesome. Oh no, Maureen, you were sick for a week. We'll see if it takes him that long. You know, Gannon, my crony, he's got the Crohn's going. So he kind of has a weakened, we've always thought of him as having kind of a weakened immune system anyway. So it takes him a little longer to recover. Thank you for the prayers, you guys. All right, girls, guys and girls. The Creepy Challenge goes on for Facebook subscribers, where I shared some of these images with you guys so that you could do any project you wanted with them. Share your project photo with the hashtag in the Crafty Chicks Club to be entered to win a $25 gift card. You have until midnight tomorrow. So if anybody wants to join the challenge, it's $1.99 a month to be a subscriber. And quite a few of you have joined in the last couple of days to get in on the Creepy Challenge, which is great. You can cancel anytime as the supporter of the page. It's an auto charge. It's $1.99 every month, but you can shut it off whenever you're ready. So if anybody's interested and you're not sure how to do that, just reach out to me and I will help you. I would love to have you join the Creepy Challenge. You guys, your projects have been amazing. If you're in the Crafty Chicks Club, you're already seeing them. They are amazing. All right, you guys, go make something pretty that brings your heart joy. I'll catch you next time. Bye.